Ryan D at ZZP here, along with the Snowball, and we're here to tell you your top 5 mods to do to your LNF to make them faster than those damn LSJ cars. All right, so numero uno. The number 1 set of mods is the GM Stage 1 map sensors and the LNF PCM tune. Your factory map sensors are 2 3/4 bars. So what they do is they just fail all the damn time for no reason. So what you do, you get our GM Stage 1 map sensors, you connect them up with the pigtail adapters that we send you, and you get your PCM tune, and bam, you have about 50 to 60 more wheel horsepower and like 70 to 80 more foot-pounds of torque. Our LNF PCM tune is actually really easy to do. A lot of people say, oh, it's a CAN tune or whatever. BS. All of our tunes are actually based right from dyno work. So that's why we ask you a ton of different questions on the LNF Turbo PCM page. We ask you what intake you have, if you want first gear boost induction, what fuel you're running, what turbo you have. All those different questions help us to adjust your tune and get it as close as we can without actually seeing the car. Is a remote tune better? Absolutely. But if for those of you who don't have HP tuners, the LNF Turbo PCM is a very, very safe way to go, as well as to get you a massive power increase. So doing those two together, as the 3-bar map sensors need to be tuned for before you can put them on the car, definitely gonna be needed. Number 2, this really should be done at the same time as number 1, the GM Stage 1 map sensors and the LNF Turbo PCM tune. But if you have to wait until afterward, this one is the one that you can kind of wait for. The number 2 is the cold air intake. So there's a lot of different intakes on the market, but a lot of them aren't that great. So from stock, it's kind of restrictive. So obviously you're gonna be kind of limited on power, what you can and can't do with them. So the 2 that we usually suggest are the K&N cold air intake or the ZZP 3.25 cold air intake. Both of those are gonna be the best option for making power on the KO4 or even on the Z54 or ZFR turbos. So you'll be able to use these throughout most of your build depending on what your horsepower goals are. That's also gonna give you that lovely turbo sound that we all like to hear, get you your nice fun blow off, give you your power increase as well. Because I mean, what car doesn't start with an intake, right? Number 3, we're gonna need to change out your intercooler and your intercooler piping. So our LNF intercooler package is kind of the way to go for this one. The factory intercooler breaks. They have plastic intakes on them. They break all the time, even stock. Most people end up blowing out the hot side of them, or they crack. Either way, our replacement is cheaper. We also have an increased clearance version that will allow you to, for those of you who run up on parking blocks too fast, allow you not to break your intercooler. And then we have the standard version that sits like maybe a centimeter below the stock bumper. It's fantastic. It won't heat soak. You're gonna get all the power you're gonna need from it, and you won't have reduced power during, back-to-back pulls or anything like that. Flows great, flows better than stock as well. And that's definitely gonna be the next mod you wanna do for both reliability and for, a cheaper, easy upgrade to do. In addition to the intercoolers package, we also have a blow-off valve flange option. Now this option really shouldn't be for people who are on stock turbo or like a bolt-on ZFR or Z54, as the internal bypass valve is actually the 100% best position for some sort of boost release. But for those of you who do want to run an external blow-off valve, we do offer the MAF relocation as well as the blow-off valve flange on the hot side intercooler piping. But if you can, on stock turbo on a bolt-on ZFR or Z54, you want to avoid it because as it's really just an expensive sound mod, you really don't need it. Run the stock one and it'll be just fine. Next is your downpipe. You will absolutely want to get a downpipe on your vehicle. The stock one is heavy, has 2 cats in it. It's kind of a thin on the diameter side. So really you should get an aftermarket one anyway. It's gonna help with KR reduction. KR, for those who don't know, is knock. Knock takes away horsepower, takes away timing. So definitely get a downpipe. Also helps with spool time just a tad, and it's gonna sound way freaking cooler too. On the catless downpipe or a high flow cat, by the way, both of which are within 8 horsepower of each other. Contrary to popular belief, people think that, having a cat on the car is gonna decrease horsepower. Nah, no, we've dynoed them within 1 to 2 horsepower of each other. So catted or catless, you're both fine. Going back to it, when you get on it, the car has a nice deep growl to it. So you can really, get some performance as well as sound from a new downpipe on the car. And once again, it's lighter and it has, 1 less cat or no cats on it from stock. So lighter equals faster. The next mod is kind of more of a maintenance mod. However, it's something that I feel like is pretty important to say. Number 5 are gonna be the AC Delco OEM plugs. So for the LNF, you don't want to run any other plug, no Autolite, no NGK, no anything different than the OEM ones. On the Snowball, I've made over 600 wheel horsepower on the OEM AC Delco spark plugs, gapped in .032. That is all you want to run, or our upgraded ZZPerformance plugs. Preferably, for most people that are going to be watching this video, you really want to have the AC Delcos in the car. Don't go with NGKs because you can find them locally or cheaper. Get the Iridium AC Delcos. The cars, for some reason, don't like anything else besides that. Put those in there and you will have zero issues. Once again, all of our PCM data is backed by dyno tuning. We have spent hours and hours and hours dynoing and remote tuning hundreds of different LNF vehicles with various different setups. So we have a bunch of different options for you to get your PCM tuned as well. So number one, there is a new PCM core charge where we'll just send you a brand new ECU, yours to keep, nothing to send back. Number two, we have the refundable ECU core charge. And for you automatic HHR guys, we have the refundable ECU and TCU core charge. That allows us to send you a pre-tuned set of PCM cores, or you send yours in as well. So either way, we have a bunch of different ways to get your PCM tuned, a bunch of different ways for you to get a lot of power. And even the tune by itself is worth a ton of horsepower before you do anything. And it's just gonna wrap everything together and get your car running like it should. Something else I do wanna talk about, it's kind of a little extra tidbit. LNF guys, get a clutch. Once you're tuned, you really don't want a no-lift shift on the stock F35 anymore, but a clutch will allow you to make more torque faster without slipping. It's just super important. Don't try to run on a stock clutch when you know it's slipping, you know it's gonna fail, because you're gonna be making probably near 100 more foot-pounds of torque than you were before. So get a clutch, guys, and gap all those supercharged LSJ guys. I love you, LSJ guys. That's it for our top 5 mods to do to your LNF. Well, kind of 6 mods, really. So make sure always subscribe to ZZPerformance on YouTube, as well as our Facebook page. Follow us on Instagram as well, ZZPerformance.com. And hey, if you want to give me one, Snowball ZZP is my personal Instagram. Give me a follow, wouldn't mind. Personal plug.